Welcome back, everybody. Today I want to talk about my top 10 games of all time. Let's jump into it with number 10, Crash Day. A super fun car smashing game with a lot of customization, vehicle variety, map variety with a map editor, and even some weapons for further destruction. Race, destroy, do stunts, whatever, in this addictive, destructive racing game. I used to play this game a lot when I was much younger. When I saw there was a remade version called the Redline Edition on Steam, I immediately picked it up so I can relive those memories, and I do not regret it one bit. I had the game so long ago that I still have the physical box with the disc inside to download. But unfortunately, computers nowadays don't really have a CD tray, so at this point, it's kind of just like a little just memory that sits on the shelf. Number 9 is Battlefield, specifically Battlefield 4. I still play it to this day, and it is my favorite Battlefield game of all of them. I remember putting hundreds of hours into 3 until 4 came out, and I sunk hundreds into that game as well. Battlefield 4 launched in a very rough state. Primarily, the game had some pretty bad performance issues that made it unplayable for a good amount of people, but over time, it was improved and ended up being one of the most popular Battlefields ever released. A ton of maps, weapons with nice customization of attachments, super addictive vehicle warfare. Battlefield 4 is the perfect game for somebody looking to have a very fun time in an arcade ish military game. It is still popular to this day. Number 8, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I go way back with this game from the GameCube era. I have so many nostalgic memories of this game, especially when I grabbed the Rehydrated edition on Steam and played it all over again. It was worth every penny. I want to reinstall it and play it again. This game aged like the finest of wine. Incredible map and level design, challenging but fair puzzles, cleverly designed boss fights, and absolutely beautiful visuals on the remastered version. If you grew up watching SpongeBob as a kid and love platforming games, it's a no-brainer to pick this up and you will fall in love with it. There's another SpongeBob platformer called Cosmic Shake, which I have yet to beat, and there's another SpongeBob platformer coming out in a few months that I also plan to pick up and play through it. At number 7, it's Super Smash Bros. Brawl. As unpopular as this opinion is going to be, this was my favorite Smash game. Character selection was very nice, visuals were ahead of its time, the map editor was phenomenal for the time period as well, but the best thing was the adventure mode, the Subspace Emissary. Such an addictive, mesmerizing game mode I have put well over 100 hours into alone, replaying the levels over and over just for the fun of it. Trying different characters on harder and harder difficulties. A lot of people loved Melee as their favorite Smash game. I loved Melee too. Lots of memories playing as Mewtwo and Roy a long time ago. But, I gotta give it to Brawl. They cooked a 5-star meal with that game and the Subspace Adventure mode. For 6, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Many Zelda fans love Ocarina of Time as their top Zelda game. Some would say Breath of the Wild. Me, though, it's easily Majora's Mask. I love the dark, scary atmosphere that this game has and portrays to the player. I have many memories wandering around Clocktown and Termina Field. I love the Stockpot Inn. There's just so many great things I remember about Majora's Mask. I'd love to play it again. I had it on the GameCube, which I unfortunately don't have anymore. I hope it gets remastered on the Switch, or maybe I'll play it on the Switch Online Pass. Could you imagine what a remaster would look like? The game is already timeless with its nice visuals. Imagine a modern version of it. How creepier they can make the world. I would absolutely have a blast playing the game again on a remastered version. That'd be so much fun. Number 5, Gary's Mod. I haven't played Gmod in forever, but I remember the good times in it. There used to be a ton of community servers with like Trouble in Terrorist Town, Prop Hunt, Murder Mystery, Dark RP, and much more. There's still servers for these game modes, but just it's not as popular as it used to be. But me, I spent hundreds of hours playing alone, messing around with weapons and NPC mods, making wars between different NPCs, creating contraptions with various props and tools, doing my own weird zombie survival stuff, exploring the many maps in the workshop. But my favorite thing that I spent the most time doing was making my low budget Gmod movies on my old channel. Um, it's crazy that I used to do this, and looking back on it, it's definitely not professional in any way at all. It was pretty cringy, but I had fun doing it. If I had the time and experience, I would love to make a new series on this channel, but put even more effort into it with people voicing characters, better editing, sound effects to make it much higher quality, while still keeping that fun, amateur, low budget feel and look to it. Because it's all about having fun at the end of the day. Number 4, Left 4 Dead 2, a classic from the late 2000s that still looks and plays good in 2025. Many campaigns in the base game with tons of replayability, as well as many custom campaigns in the workshop. There's more custom content than you know what to do with in the workshop, which I love playing around with the stuff, mainly the custom campaigns. It's one of my favorite things to do. Some of the ones that I've played from the workshop are insane, and it's crazy that people can make these insane storylines. It's crazy. I don't know how else to explain it. There's just some of the best campaigns I've seen on there, and they're very popular. The game, unfortunately, has a smaller player base compared to years ago, but hopping on co op with friends is always an amazing time. You want to get crazy, you can check out Versus mode, where you can be the special infected. If you enjoyed Left 4 Dead 1, you'll easily enjoy this classic gem as it contains the content from the first game as well. I've put hundreds of hours into this game and can easily put more into it over time. 3. Team Fortress 2. Like Left 4 Dead 2, this game is a gem from the 2000s and still has a good amount of players to this day. This is my most played game on Steam, counting at almost 2,200 hours played. I've played almost the entirety of these hours in community servers, specifically just having fun in trading servers. Man vs. Machine is also a fantastic time and a good change of pace from how the game normally plays. I still play TF2 from time to time, just not as much as I used to. Even though that may be the case, that I don't play it as much as I did, it would still be wrong to not have Team Fortress 2 on this list, and it really does compete with the game for number 2. Number 2, Unreal Tournament 2004. It's no secret that Unreal Tournament 2004 is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not going to sit here and talk about it again, as I made an entire video talking about why it's the best shooter I've ever played. Link to that will be in the description down below. I just don't want to repeat anything that I said in that video. The TLDR is that it's the best shooter I've ever played, and I have fond memories of it when I was younger. Check out the video of me talking about the game. Before we get into number 1, let's get into some honorable mentions. The first one is No Man's Sky. In my previous video, I actually talked about No Man's Sky and how I was heavily addicted to it when I played it. Since I don't really want to repeat anything I've said, similar to number 2 on this list, I'm going to link the previous video with a timestamp on it when I talk about No Man's Sky. And then we have the honorable mention to Deep Rock Galactic. I originally found this game during a free-to-play weekend. I had so much fun, I was sure to pick it up. Over 300 hours later, here I am putting it on this list. 4 dwarf classes, unique weapons with upgrades, randomly generated caves, and vastly different biomes that can be destroyed and reshaped to your liking using different tools in your arsenal. Deep Rock Galactic has an infinite amount of replayability and only gets better when playing with others. I've done a lot of class building with many different setups to just play around with what I found to work and what didn't for me. There's many challenges that can bring some fun difficulty to your runs as well. You gotta check out this game if Rock and Stone is something you'd be interested in. And here we are, number 1, Minecraft. I couldn't think of a more fitting title to take this spot at number 1. I remember playing Minecraft for the first time in 2011 or 2012. I don't exactly remember the exact date, but I've been there for all of the major updates since that point. I've done countless survival worlds, many creative worlds where I built many things. I've played on a bunch of maps made by people, and I've seen the wildest creations. I used to review maps based on video games on my old channel. For example, I did a video on a Super Mario Sunshine Minecraft world, as well as the Majora's Mask world, and others. I used to do Let's Plays. I used to build things and show them off. I used to check out seeds. I used to review different mods and mod packs, texture packs. I did a lot of Minecraft stuff. And I put countless hours into it, doing various things. It's definitely deserves to be number 1 on this list. I made a video talking about how much I love Minecraft and how I used to make Minecraft videos in the past. But that was the past. I'll still play Minecraft from time to time to this day on just a single player world, as I never really played online. I always loved my own world or just playing with a couple friends. I just don't know if I'll actually do Minecraft content or not. I'm still on the fence with it. I kind of just want to leave it in the past and move on. But part of me thinks I can make some new memories on this channel. But I'm leaning more towards just putting it in the past and moving on. I'm more on that side of the fence. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your favorite game of all time is in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.